Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the first news on 23rd March newspaper front page dawn. 10 cities put under stiff lockdown till April 11. NCOC decision to be enforced where positivity ratio is over 8%. Restrictions on education sector to be reviewed on March 24. By Ikram Junedi. Islamabad, the National Command and Operations Center, NCOC, on Monday Islamabad, the National Command and Operations Center, NCOC, on Monday imposed further restrictions which will remain in force till April 11 in view of the rising cases of COVID-19. The NCOC at its meeting decided to impose broader lockdowns with no mobility except for emergencies in 10 cities where the positivity ratio is over 8%. They are Islamabad, Lahore, Multan, Rawalpindi, Isfaisalabad, Bahawalpur, Hyderabad, Peshawar, Swat, and Muzaffarabad. The government had earlier implemented a policy of smart lockdown in which people had liberty to move. However, according to the new policy, residents of the areas concerned will be informed about the duration of lockdown and will be suggested to store edible items. People will not be able to move freely except for emergencies. Edible items will be provided at their doorstep through online services. These decisions will be reviewed during the center's next meeting on April 7. The NCOC decided to close commercial activities by 8 p.m. and ban all types of indoor gatherings, cultural, musical, and religious. The safe days public will also be observed. Intercity public transport will operate at 50% and rail service at 70% capacity. Complete closure of amusement parks will be ensured and reduced presence will be observed in courts, city, district, high, high courts, and Supreme Court. Stringent protocols for tourism will also be followed in Gilgit-Baltistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Azad Kashmir, and other tourist places. The NCOC will review decisions concerning the education sector on March 24. According to a statement of the NCOC, the meeting was presided over by Minister for Planning, Development, Reforms and Special Initiatives, Asad Umar, and attended by Chief Secretaries of all provinces via video link. The forum expressed grave concern over the current COVID-19 situation in the country and unanimously agreed for implementation of high impact interventions in cities, districts with positivity greater than 8% to contain the disease spread. In cities with positivity less than 8% already imposed non-pharmaceutical interventions, NPIs will continue to be enforced based on risk assessment, disease prevalence, it stated. A document available with Dawn showed that on Sunday, 7,308 samples were collected in Islamabad, out of which 672 were found positive on Monday, showing a positivity rate of 9.2%. In Lahore, 7,834 tests were conducted and 1,153 were found positive. The positivity ratio was calculated at 14.72%. The infection rate was 14.17% in Multan, 9.84% in Rawalpindi, while Faisalabad reported the highest ratio in Punjab with 18.69%. Bahawalpur showed a positivity ratio of 12.98%. The highest rate in the country was reported in Peshawar city, which stood at 19.98%. Sawad's infection ratio was 17.09%, Muzaffarabad 15.56%, and Hyderabad 10.03%. The meeting decided to implement broader lockdowns with stringent enforcement protocols based on risk assessment and allow no mobility except in case of emergencies. Closure of all types of indoor dining has been announced while outdoor dining permitted until 10 p.m. However, there is no bar on takeaways. During the meeting, it was decided to close all commercial activities, less essential services, by 8 p.m. and observe 2 safe days per week. The choice of dates will be at the direction of the filterating units. A gathering with upper limit of 300 people will be allowed with strict adherence to COVID-19 standard operating procedures SOPs. Complete closure of cinemas and shrines will continue and contact sports festivals and other events will be banned. Outdoor marriage functions can continue till 10 p.m. with a maximum of 300 guests. The duration of the event will be only 2 hours. The meeting decided to keep jogging tracks open with strict observance of SOPs, while 50% work from home policy will continue. Later in a tweet, Asatuma stated, in the NCOC meeting this morning, we decided to increase restrictions of activities contributing to a sharp increase in COVID positivity. The Provincial and ICT administration were also directed to heighten implementation of SOPs and crack down on violations while which are taking place. According to data issued by the NCOC, 3,669 cases and 20 deaths were reported in a single day, while 306 ventilators were occupied across the country. Islamabad had a 54% occupancy rate, Multan 48%, Lahore 45%, and in Peshawar 30% events were in use. The data of oxygenated beds showed that 81% were in use in Gujarat, followed by Peshawar with 61%, Islamabad 50%, and in Rawalpindi 37% beds were occupied. The number of active cases, which were 16,000 in January, reached 33,070 on March 22, while 2,955 patients were under treatment in hospitals. Manufacturing of vaccine, on the other hand, it has been decided that the Chinese vaccine CanSino will be filled at the filling plant of the National Institute of Health (NIH), which will help cut its cost by 30%. It will also pave the way for vaccine manufacturing in Pakistan under public-private partnership. The Drug Regulatory Authority of Pakistan (DRAP) has already notified two formulas for sale with 40% makeup for companies and additional 15% for retailers, hospitals. Besides, a summary has been submitted to the federal cabinet suggesting the price of Russian vaccine Sputnik V at rupees 8,449 per pack, 2 injections. and that of CanSino, a single-dose vaccine, at rupees 4,225. However, the vaccine will not be sold or distributed in the market and will be administered in private hospitals and institutions. Technical advisor of AGM Pharma, Dr. Hassan Abbas Zahir, while talking to Dawn, said CanSino vaccine would be brought in bulk in Pakistan and from next month would be packed at a filling plant in NIH. It will reduce the price of the vaccine by up to 30%, around rupees 3,000. And at a later stage, it will be manufactured in Pakistan through transfer of technology. This has been made possible because the clinical trial of CanSino was held in Pakistan, Dr. Zahid said. It is worth mentioning that AGM Pharma has registered the vaccine in Pakistan. The technical advisor said Pakistan was insecure in terms of vaccine manufacturing, but soon it would become a secure country as vaccine production would begin here and dependence on other nations would end. The vaccine will be manufactured under public-private partnership project. Currently, India's vaccine manufacturing industry is worth $5 billion. Pakistan can sign start producing a number of vaccines, including COVID-19, he said. And in the end, the formal request, if you have not yet, please subscribe our channel and press the like and bell button to get the fresh from us. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time and goodbye.